Talk. This is your boy R&B.
Yo, King Karim.
Dre's not here. I don't know what Dre doing. I think he went to a strip club. But anyway, I don't want to blow him up. Did it already. Today is special.
Why is this special?
Man, Trump is gone. It's.
So we got a new president?
We have a new president.
My president ain't black.
Yeah, he looks kind of blue sometimes.
They say he old, man.
Yeah. Okay, so in my defense,
my president is old.
In my defense, and I gotta say my defense because I don't know why, but in his defense, well, that is my defense because I'm defending this guy. He got Kamala Harris as vice president. That's the only defense I have. Look, at the end of the day, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's go with the lesser evil, right? Just say, look, at the end of the day, that guy was a little bit too evil. Joe Biden, we don't overall know much besides he was the vice president himself for 2 terms with the legendary Barack Obama, right? Legendary, right? So, there was a lot of issues back in the day about him, about locking up minorities and the way he was going about it. Basically saying, these guys are messed up, so keep them in prison. Instead of saying, nah, give them an opportunity when they come out, help them rehabilitate. That wasn't his thing at all. But I think people change.
Everybody changes. Life is about change.
Right. Some people change for the great. Some people change for the bad. You know what I mean? But people change. So this is what we're talking about right now overall, right?
I mean, this is what we have.
This is what we have, right? And we're not talking about, oh, my God, he's going to raise taxes. I mean, it is what it is with taxes. Death and taxes is concrete, period. It's there.
People say, oh, he's going to raise taxes. Isn't that like the argument for every presidential election? So
every term,
every 4 years, that's the biggest. Oh, the biggest thing we were. Oh, taxes. They're gonna raise taxes. Like, you're gonna pay taxes till you die.
Till you die.
Death
and taxes. Period. Right. So, my thing is this: history was made. His story. I should say her story. Kamala Harris, bro. Black female vice president of the United States.
Supposed to be an island girl too.
She probably is, but she's probably more. She probably is, but
supposedly.
I just want to put it out there that she rocks Timbs, the real ones. So that's pretty dope. So a lot of people said, yeah, she's gonna get my vote just off of that, which is kind of sad if that's the only reason she got your vote. But a black female vice president. That's history.
That's like FLOTUS.
2020. This was our situation, but now I feel like Trump's gone and a curse is lifted. That's how I feel anyway. I was going to Target, walking into Walmart. Everybody's energy was upbeat, and that's the truth, yo. Nobody, I saw this one lady. She was kind of upset, but her hair was going through it. But, that's another story.
You got a lot of phonies out there, too. Like, pretend like,
I mean, but
we happy.
They're not shooting nobody, right? At the end of the day, we live in a society where people were just shooting everybody in schools.
They boarded up Manhattan, bro.
They had to board up Manhattan.
They boarded up Macy's. Stores were prepared for some riots and some loots.
Civil War. White people versus white people. Joe Biden crew versus Trump's crew. And majority white. I saw a couple of black people. When I saw it in Times Square, it was white folks just fighting each other, man. I was over here like, wow. And the only difference,
Spike Lee popped the bottle.
Yeah, in the streets of Brooklyn. But what I'm saying is, and what it is I felt like everybody's energies just changed. A complete 180. Complete. You know what I mean? But let me ask you this, though. How long do you give Joe Biden before you be like, this motherfucker's fucking up? This mother...
Like, did I just vote for this guy?
Right. How many... What do you give him? 6 months into when he hits office? Or you give him a good year?
Yo, everybody needs time for change. So, I mean, I feel like, hopefully he keeps his promises. You know what I mean? I'm not too politically savvy, and I don't follow all the laws and regulations, and I like keep up with the.
Hold on. You don't know all the laws.
I don't know all the laws. Yeah, or whatever. I'm not the most politically savvy person. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I believe he does need time to show what he has to show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
I mean, like Trump showed from day one from day one, like, oh yeah, I'm totally against this. Like I mean, at least he was straightforward with his bullshit. So
I mean, he was just dreadful, man.
Yeah, man.
In every sense of the word. Like, it was just pure disgust, you know? And it's funny, you know, we go back to this guy who knew all the black celebrities, who hung out with all of them, partied with all of them, pictures with all of them. He said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a racist.
Your boy Lil Wayne was out there with him.
Yeah, and his girl dumped him. Like, off the rip. Like, no, not his girlfriend, his fiance. She said, I didn't know you was a Trump supporter. They was going through it, of course. They was going through something. But I didn't know you was a Trump supporter. I gotta go. You know?
I mean, he's been having his own political views for a long time now. So, I mean,
yeah, don't pay taxes, right?
Well, no, that's Trump's view. You know what I mean? But no, Weezy been having he said, I heard an interview on the morning show. On the morning show, the Breakfast Club. He had like an audio of him like, he was like when he was 12, he shot himself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the firefighter saved him.
And a white firefighter saved him. Right. You know what I mean? And he was like, I don't even see color anymore. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's me.
Financially, he's been blessed for a long time.
He's been blessed. He's like, I don't see color. I don't see race. That man saved my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
well,
you know
I understand. I could understand that point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A white man didn't say, it is what it is.
Oh, I
you
gotta
don't leave that little black boy.
Let him die.
I get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But everybody's going to have their view. Some people's going to be like, what are you doing? Taking pictures with this guy? And then you're going to say, nah, man. Like,
but is that situation the reason to support Trump?
Oh, to support Trump? No.
No.
Absolutely not. Give me a good reason
Yeah.
why he said, I didn't look it up, but give me a good reason why you saying you're taking pictures with him, you're shaking his hand, everything's 100. Give me the good reason, you know. I'm sure it's going to be somewhere on the net that people won't care, unfortunately, because that's who we are, right? You know, we're human. When we see something, even when, like Ice Cube, when he said to him, when he went on CNN with Mario Cuomo's brother, and he said, look, you know, that's not true what they're saying. I don't know what they told you that I'm a Trump supporter, but people didn't care no more. It is what it is. Even he correct himself. So, you know, human beings are human beings, man. To a degree, I guess. You know?
I feel like the better talk is what took this so long? Like, you know what I mean?
What?
Like, why didn't they do this for Hillary? You know what I mean? When Hillary was running. Well, you know, she deserved the same love that this guy's getting right now. Like, why didn't they wait 4 days to count my votes? You know.
Well, this is why they did it.
This is a lesson learned.
Right.
Oh yeah, lesson learned. Oh, you know what? We learned our lesson last time.
Right.
We're gonna take our time and count the votes this time.
Right. But they talked really bad about Hillary for the most part, man.
Yeah.
We'll probably dig into that another episode. But all I know is overall, Trump is gone. That's a fact.
Done.
It's still
story's done.
Yeah, they're still counting, but it's like 290, 214. Trump only moved up by 4. Biden went up by another 23. So it's over. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
You would think with all the communication skills and all the social media,
right,
they would have had that shit counted like the night of midnight. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Like
they're literally physically like counting them shits.
I thought they had like a big money thing.
Yeah.
They were like, 88. 90. Although, give me something to drink.
No.
90. Like, it's a lot.
This is the best election day memes.
Yes.
If you're looking for a laugh, just hop on the internet.
Period. Anywhere.
Even if you don't follow politics.
Absolutely.
You need if you need a laugh, you just need to hop on the Instagram, hop on Facebook.
Avengers meme for 2 minutes.
2 minutes
was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. They changed the faces. That was the Infinity War. Awesome. Hilarious.
Shout out to that guy.
Man, whoever did it, right?
Shout out.
But LeBron made it huge. He made it bigger than life when he put it on his page. But, man, look, all I know is Trump is gone.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, there's a cloud that lifted, man. Like, everybody energy so upbeat. It's unreal, you know, but I love it. So, stay tuned. We'll be right back. I guess it's just politics as usual. An order. Special Victims Unit is back November 12th.
What else you got in the bag of goodies?
Man, Chicago PD will be back as well. And I'm really loving Chicago PD a little bit more now. But granted, Law & Order's been here for 20 years. So it makes sense, right? Chicago PD is like 7 years old. Law and Order's 20 years old on television.
Did you say Supernatural's about to finish?
Supernatural. I think they're done already. I thought this was their last year.
That's it. They're about to. I heard to seal the deal.
16 seasons.
Simpsons still running strong.
And what's that? That's on WB or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's 16. Yo, could you imagine doing something for 16 straight years? Like, this is all I do for 16
and look the
years.
same for 16 years?
They do look the same. Both actors do look the same, man.
16 years?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, man. So, in television world, you start off with a pilot, right? So, once you get the pilot, right? Once you get an opportunity and you see the show's good, boom. So, you're probably starting off, I'm just throwing numbers out there, $5,000 an episode, which, who knows, right? Every year the show gets better, the money goes up for the most part. Sometimes every 3 years, who knows how they do their contract.
My question is, what's the take?
Bro, if I'm on a show for 16 years, I'm probably making $500,000.
Probably more.
Well, not everybody, though. You know what I mean? It depends on the demographic. You're pulling in about close to, I think it's 2.7 million viewers because you got numbers. If the numbers matches the show, then yeah, we could pay you because these people come here every week to see you guys for 25 episodes, 22 to 25. Yo, what do you do for your living? Supernatural. No, seriously, I'm not talking about spirituality. What do you do for a living? Supernatural.
For the last 16 years.
last 16 years.
I got a pension come from the... I put my 20 years with...
Yeah. Well, it is a pension, bro.
My
like
20-year
residuals.
Pension, yeah.
And that's only after 4 seasons. So it's like, yo, I need my check. Don't mess up like those old school people from back in the day to be like, well, we got to cut the show off. Don't cut my check off, fam. Let that show run, yo. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, bro. And what else is out?
Come on, man. You know what we're about to talk about, though, bro.
It's out.
Mandolorian.
Yeah.
Bro, I just love these type of shows, bro. I love Star Wars. I love everything about it. Just the opportunity to create it from nothing. Well, they probably got it from the African folks somewhere in Africa, from the mass to the little, whatever. But I'm just saying.
George Lucas is African?
Brother, they got a lot of the Marvel characters. They got decent money from African origins. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But George Lucas, you're cool with me. You're good. You know what I mean? But the Mandalorian's back. Either way, yo. I love this show. I love this show, man. I'm talking about Pedro Pascal.
That's my boy,
legend.
yo. That's my boy. Narcos for life, son. Yo.
Bro, you got to think about it, though.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Listen to what I'm going to say.
New.
Yo, he's new, yeah. And moving forward.
He's just taking everything.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'll take that. I'll take Narcos.
Yeah.
He has...
Yeah, he plays good guy, plays a bad guy, whatever you want.
He was a villain in a movie. I can't remember.
It was the movie. Damn, he was the cowboy. Shoot. Man, it'll come to me all in due time. It was all about those guys wearing the suits. They go out fight crime while they're all suited up. I forgot the name of that joint, but it was a cool movie. But it'll pop up to me. But Narcos
the
is
Kingsman.
There it is.
Kingsman? He was in Kingsman, right?
There it is. Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Yo,
part 2.
He's just everywhere.
Right. You know what I mean? I wasn't really thinking about that movie because they were supposed to come out with like part 3 and then after COVID. So, but yeah, man. Narcos is a legend. Now he's probably going to make the Mandalorian a legend, bro. And he only took off his mask one time.
One time.
2 time.
One time. Yo, they only know what this guy looks like in the show one time.
Literally. Like, all you hear is my voice. So if he has a family emergency, he'll probably do the voiceover.
Yeah.
And they'll say, yo, just wear the mask. You're good.
Send my stunt double. Yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Like, that's crazy.
Add my voice later.
Like, he's not even going to look in the mirror to be like, all right, let me just snap my neck a little bit.
Makeup.
Right? On the show, it's like, nah, fam, like, I've seen your face one time. But this show is pretty dope, man. It takes a little bit of time, somewhat, right?
You could tell the budget is crazy.
Come on, man. We don't even have to talk about that because we know it's ridiculous, yo.
Yo,
but it's
Disney money long, man.
Disney's money is long.
Yo,
bro.
Disney not make no joke when they make this show.
Son, Disney is big things. Disney has Disney World, Disneyland, Euro Disney, and you go to the park at least 8 times. I mean, like I'll say 6 times out the month. In Florida, you go anytime you want when COVID is done.
Yo,
that's ridiculous.
That Disney money is crazy because, yo, that episode 1, talk about season 2, episode 1. Season 2, episode 1, go.
Right. So, you peep how that big ass monster was a shark, right?
Yo.
Did you peep that?
Yeah.
Yo, that joint was pretty cool. It was an ugly ass shark.
They got like, they have Easter eggs that like, like that reference other things, like what I mean, like they got this idea from that, like what I mean, or they'll Easter egg and or they'll get this character from a past character from Star Wars or something like that, like you know what I mean, and
where did you see this one though?
Oh man,
what character did you see? You talking about the monster they had to?
Just in general.
Spoiler alert! Had to kill.
I mean, it's just in general, like you like locations, Tatooine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like you know what I mean, like shit, they took it back to like. Back in the days, like they went back to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that was Tatooine then. Now this is Tatooine now. Like
right,
you know what I mean? Like,
right. So
like,
they're definitely in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be. You know what I mean? No more Yoda. You know.
Yeah,
but then again, if there's no more Yoda, where are they taking the baby Yoda to? Because they're taking it back to his family, right?
He don't know. Like right now, he's looking for his peoples. He's looking for more Mandalorians.
Right.
So Baby Yoda just enjoying the ride with him.
But he gotta eventually bring Baby Yoda back to his family.
We don't. But
that's the goal.
They ain't saying where Baby Yoda going.
Right. So they're looking for the Mandalorian, whoever's survived at this point, because a lot of them had died in that battle. But man, this show is just so epic, man. It's just one of those shows that you could just watch. If they did. I ain't gonna lie. They lucky they didn't do just give us the 8 episodes. It would have been done.
That would have been done. People would have called out sick from work.
Yeah.
It would have been a weekend in the house. No football. Football would have been like at an all-time low.
Yeah. It would have been binge watched easily. But let me ask you this though: what do you think? What else can you do moving forward with the Mandalorian? And what characters? Matter of fact, what characters would you bring in a show like this?
Yo, we're waiting for a Jedi to show up.
I know.
We're waiting for a Jedi to show up. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for a Jedi to basically, those guys were there to combat the Jedi. Like that's why they got those jetpacks so they could jump and fly like the Jedi. So they could that's why they got the whip on their hand so they could like grab their stuff like just like the Jedi could pull their lightsaber to them. So,
it's the lightsaber, bro. We need a saber.
Yeah,
we need one.
We're waiting for which Jedi they're gonna bring into play.
Right.
So Ahsoka's supposed to be up in there.
Ahsoka? When did they say that?
Isn't what's my girl's name, man?
Don't play games.
I'm not joking
with my emotions.
Ahsoka's supposed to be.
Ahsoka's supposed to be in this, the Mandalorian.
Ahsoka's supposed to be in the Mandalorian. It's Spanish girl actress.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see.
Wow. And if nobody don't know who Ahsoka is, you got to go find out who Ahsoka is, man. Because if you're not a Star Wars fan, then you're just not a fan. But god dang, be a fan. I love this show, man. I mean, if Ahsoka's going to be there, then there's going to be other characters from the animation as well, right? I would imagine.
Rosario Dawson's supposed to be Ahsoka in the Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. Rosario Dawson's going to be Ahsoka?
Supposedly, it's supposed to be Ahsoka in the Mandalorian.
And if you don't know who Rosario Dawson is, then man, you just need to. I mean, if you read a lot of books, just stop the book for 1 week and watch a Rosario Dawson movie. She's epic.
Epic.
So, you know what I mean? I think I need to see. So this is what I need to see, right? I need to see a little bit more action now. Like out of 40 minutes that we got from the last one, they stopped for for the season 2. Excuse me. I think they stopped at right in the middle. The whole middle, a good 15 minutes was like. 18 minutes was like, come on, give me something, So, but it's understandable.
It's only episode 2, so they can't give it all away in the beginning, bro.
But you know why? Because this is how tough it is at the end of the day to do a 40-minute show. You know, it's
well,
not like you're just gonna fight throughout the whole show, even though it's action, right?
Yeah,
Common sense.
And I think that
it's not animation.
Yeah, and they see the power of the show, so they can't like the power of the pull-in. I mean, the show pull people in that don't even watch Star Wars.
Right. And some people who are going backwards.
Yeah,
there are people on the net like I got to go back to the first one. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So
now.
like they can't give away all the secrets and all the. The action. You know what I mean? Or the power of the Mandalorian. Like shit. Let them go look it up themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
People who watch season 1 know that he's a gangster.
And your boy, Giancarlo Esposito, man, he plays Moff Gideon. That dude is just anything he does, he's a legend. Bro.
Power. Yeah.
Anything this dude, and I know some people are like, man, that dude sound familiar. That's Gus Fring. Don't get it up. Yeah. I don't want to curse, but don't get it up.
That's the manager of the chicken place.
That's the chicken man.
The chicken man.
Like he had a conglomerate of drugs from country to country, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, in real life, he's an actor, of course. That's Giancarlo. Yeah, man. So he's a living legend in my book. You know what I mean? He's been acting for like 30 years strong. So, Carl Weathers, Action Jackson.
That's my boy from Commando. No,
Commando, absolutely.
Commando.
No. Not Commando. Alien. The first Alien.
Not Alien.
Yeah, absolutely. With Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator. My bad. You're right. Yeah. I said Alien. Mm-hmm. Predator. My bad, people. Predator. Another great actor.
Y'all know we don't got this shit scripted. This shit is live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
We talking on the top of our dome.
Yeah, but the people, they love us, so it's all good. But guys, look, we're about to bounce, so check out The Mandalorian. The next episode is going to be episode 3, November the 13th, Friday the 13th. It's on Disney+. Disney Plus is pretty cool. I subscribed, so, get into it, man. So this is your boy, Erm B.
Yo, this is King Karim.
The 20 Talk. Peace.